Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Now, not often do we get to talk with Don Newman from P-Line. He doesn't live here, right? He's a little bit south of us. And every time I get an opportunity to talk with him, it's always a great conversation. We talk a lot about Beckman. We talk Beckman Nets. We talk a lot about P-Line. But right now I want to start out talking about where he is and how things are going, because he's in one of those bucket list places for all of us crazed. Oh, you did? Okay. Well, apparently we just lost him, so we're going to wait until we bring him back up. He's up on the Quinault, out of the OP, Olympic Peninsula, chasing steelhead. It's been successful. He's actually up there. A friend of mine, Matt Salee, who has nothing to do with what we're talking about today with Don Newman, is actually also fishing up there, and they bumped into each other. They had no idea that they were actually going to meet, right? I was getting text messages yesterday from both of them. I thought they were actually fishing together, but here's Matt and his daughter, good friend Matt, who apparently makes his way over here. He lives in Montana, for crying out loud. Makes his way over here more often than we may have thought. But they did really well. So, Mike, if you're out there, your boy and grandchildren are doing some darn good fishing, man. I hope to be able to see that this upcoming week myself. Now, we're in the midst of trying to get Don back right now. You know, technology is one of those things that can be, you can tell, is interesting. But let's take a quick Facebook question since we have the time, and it's a great opportunity to stretch, as we like to call it, here in the business, and we'll see what that question may have been. It looked like it was a good one. There it is. Question for me. Are you comfortable using the 10-foot-6 rod on small streams like Eagle Creek? Yes, and I'll tell you why. Reason why a 10-6, even on smaller systems, are very usable, because most of the time you're going to be stepping out, right? You're not going to be necessarily in the trees to make your casts or fish however it is that you're going to be fishing. Now, if you're going to be drift fishing, trying to make long casts where you got to get behind you and just really get a good heave on that thing, might not be your best rod to be fishing with. But in the end, with a 10-6 rod, you can make, with very little movement of your rods, you can make very long casts if you know how to cast correctly, especially if it is a spinning reel. Certainly something that you can practice with. But yeah, I'm comfortable with the 10-6 in pretty much all situations when I'm chasing steelhead around or salmon if I'm on the bank. But the one I'm going to be fishing a lot right now is that new 11.4 from Edge, and it is amazing. I just put a Stella on it for a reason. It's like putting a wedding ring on just, I can't wait to show you the setup. Anyway, they tell me we've got Don Newman from P-Line. Again, he's up there in the OP chasing some steelhead around on the Quinault. Don, how are you, my friend? It's great to see you. I wish that I could see you here in my studio, but you're in a much better place.
No, we're having a great time up here. And just to answer your question, yes, we are using a lot of 10.5-foot rods. The boat is loaded with them today.
Yeah, I can imagine. You better. I recognize that guy back there. You're with like the legend, for crying out loud. You better be catching some fish.
Oh my God, we've got the Quinault OG Rich Underwood with us, and he's getting them on. He's getting some fish for us for sure. He's putting us in the right place.
How's it going this morning?
We got a few fish already. It's a little bit. We got a boat going by us right now, so I apologize for the extra noise. But Rich can tell you a little bit more about our run timing right now and what we got going on.
Yeah, where's it at right now, Rich? I mean, the Quinault is a river that's a bucket list location for pretty much everyone that chases steelhead. It doesn't matter where they're from. Heck, you've even got a Californian coming up here to go fishing with you, for crying out loud. That's a little poke, right? Everyone.
Never fails.
That's a little poke. Cool. But where are you at in your run right now, Rich?
We're kind of in a lull right now. We're in between the January broodstock fish, and we're in mid-February now. So we anticipated this kind of a lull between the wild fish coming in. They're starting to move in now. There's reports down low that we're seeing a little bit more wild fish now, and so I anticipate this run to transpire here in the next few days. The weather's great. The conditions are ideal. We're down around 2,200 where it's prime. So, yeah, we're looking good as far as the run goes. I think we're on par so far.
Everyone right now, I just want you all to be aware that this is my first time having Rich live on my show after 16 years of doing this, and I couldn't be prouder. Don, thank you for making that happen. I really do appreciate that. But I got to cut to a break. We lost some time when we lost Don. Don, when we come back, I want to talk about that new Endurix line, and I want to talk a little bit about fluoro and also what's going on with P-Line these days, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Cool.
All right, you guys be patient. Don't go anywhere. I don't want to lose a signal, and you at home, don't go anywhere either. We'll be right back with Don Newman from P-Line.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Yakima Bait, steeped in tradition, innovation, and fishing success. And by Procure Bait Sense, ruthlessly effective.